What's up, guys? I am on my way home from my first day of the rest of my life. Like mom's I just wanted to make a video to tell y'all not to ever stop thinking. Not to ever stop thinking God, simply because, let me tell y'all something. The last 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. Last 2 years, I was, working at a job where I just knew for sure that I was never going to be appreciated. I just, like, there was no way for me to grow. There was nothing for me to learn. I learned more about the cultures of other people than I did about the job that I was actually doing. And I kept stuck with it because, you know, I hate to be considered a quitter. I stuck with it because the insurance was banging. You know, and I just kept telling myself that that's where I was supposed to be. I just kept telling myself that that's what I was supposed to do. And then life happened. Life happened. I made a conscious decision, and let me go back and say, during that time, during the last 2 years, I kept saying that I was going to, you know, go to church more, pray more, and just, you know, work on my spiritual growth. But I didn't. And I felt like part of it was my own hindrance. A huge part of it was just my own lack of self-motivation. And the other part of it was because I was dirt tired. Like, I was working two jobs. I was working 2 jobs from 8 in the morning to 7 at night, picking up, dropping Christian off, and just, I was just tired. And when I would want to, you know, look into my Bible, when I would want to do stuff, I was giving up so much to a job, 2 jobs, that wasn't appreciating me, that didn't care about me, just, you know, nowhere for me to go or grow, and forgetting about my spiritual growth. I would spend 5 days a week at work, 2 jobs. Saturday all day I was cleaning the house, doing laundry, making meals, all of that stuff, because I didn't have time to do it during the week. And then Sunday I was so tired that 85% of the time I was just like, I'm not going to church. I'm tired. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm physically drained. I was sitting in the overflow, not really hearing the word, missing the whole message anyway. I was just there taking communion. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was just literally there to take communion and to say hi to people so that they not texting my phone asking me where I've been at. Literally. And so I spent basically 2 years living like that. And so this past summer, 4th of July, I made a conscious decision to say, listen, for the rest of this year, I'm focusing on my spiritual growth. I'm focusing on my educational growth. And I'm focusing on my womanliness. Now, when I say womanliness, I mean like my hair care, my self-care, my medical, my just life, right? And so once I made that decision, I prayed about it. I had a long, like, I want to say like a 2-hour conversation with God. And I made a conscious decision to say, like, look, I don't know if I'm making the right decision. I don't know if this is what I need to focus on. I don't know if focusing on these things will make me lose sight of, you know, my parenting responsibilities or other responsibilities, but what I'm doing ain't working. And so I made a conscious decision to say, look, I'm not doing what I've been doing no more. Number one, I'm giving all these hours to 2 jobs. I'm giving all this time and energy to 2 jobs that my son ain't getting none of it anyway. And my spiritual, I'm not growing spiritually. I'm not learning spiritually. I'm not, nothing is moving for me. So what's the point? What's the point? So I said, you know, I'm not doing this no more. My relationship was suffering, forget about it. So I said, I'm not doing this no more. The first thing I said I was going to do was that I was going to do a fast. And in certain religions or certain beliefs or whatever, I don't know if this is a biblical thing, a traditional thing, spiritual thing, whatever it is, but people don't talk about their fasting and reasons for fasting and different things like that. And when I mentioned it to my aunt, she told me that not to mention it because it's between me and God, but this might help somebody, so I'm mentioning it. I did a fast. I did a fast from July the 6th to August 6th. And I gave up alcohol. I gave up sex, which I ain't supposed to have nothing in it all the way, but I made a conscious effort to give up sex. And I gave up, what else did I give up? Alcohol, sex, I forgot, but alcohol, sex, something else. Oh, social media. There you go. Alcohol, sex, social media. And during that time, when, you know, I needed something to twiddle my thumbs, like when I'm usually on Instagram or Facebook, I went to my Bible app. And during that time, late at night, while I was, you know, feeling lonely or feeling like I wanted to be wanted, I was on my Bible app. And during those times where, you know, I was just putting so much energy and not feeling like I'm getting nothing out of it, I would just open my Bible app. And I actually had to download the God's Word translation to the Bible so that I could actually even understand what I was reading, because, you know, as a kid, you know, you told the chapters, you get in trouble, you gotta write parts of the Bible and this and that and the third, but I never truly understood it. And going to Baptist church as a child, it was the same scriptures. John 3:16, Matt, you know what I'm saying? It was the same scriptures. So I never fully, you know, I understood the different parts of the Bible. I understood the stories and different things like that. But I never took the opportunity to open a book for myself and find something that related to what I was going through or what was happening to me, and finding out what I'm supposed to do as a Christian, what steps am I supposed to take, how am I supposed to go about certain things. I never did the work for myself. I would just listen to the minister talk. So for 30 days, I said that's what I was going to do. And let me tell you, it seemed like, and this might be all in my head, it might be whatever, but I just felt lighter. Every day that I was fasting, I felt lighter. I felt stronger, but lighter. I was even able to put together a party for my great grandmother without cursing nobody out. You know, and I just felt like, better. I felt like I had more purpose. I was going to Bible study. and I was going to shout out to Morristown Church of Christ. I was going to Morristown Church of Christ, and I just felt like I was learning. I felt like I was growing, and like I was actually able to really go through Job and really understand Job and like use it and apply it and work with it. And like, I'm gonna tell y'all how much of a difference that those 30 days have made. I'm gonna tell y'all how much those 30 days have made, how much of a difference. I lost 35 pounds. Talk about it. I reconnected with an old friend that I had lost because of my attitude. Talk about it. Spiritual growth just in abundance. Talk about it. I left my job only to be in a new position where I'm making triple what I was making at 2 jobs, working 1 job half the time. Talk about it. And I'm just overall lighter, stronger, and feeling better. Come on now. It's like, I don't know, for people, some of my friends who atheist, agnostic, whatever, look, to each their own, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm gonna mean this. It ain't no way. It ain't no God. Period. It ain't no way. It ain't no way that the mountains that's been moving in my life and the different things that's been going on in my life. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all know me a little bit too well. Some of y'all know what types of situations I've been in, types of things that I've been going through, and some of y'all know. And for me to be able to consistently come out on top, look, I can give y'all about 5 scriptures right now, but look, all I'm gonna tell y'all is look at me. And I ain't saying, listen, I cussed this morning. I ain't saying I got it all the way put together, but I'm working on it. I ain't saying I got it all the way put together at all whatsoever. But what I'm saying is, when you give God your time, and when you ask for things that you want and giving him your time, man, let me tell you something. Things move. Things move in your favor. And I'm just so blessed. So I think, you know what? Honestly, I'm stuck in traffic. And y'all, anybody who know me when I've been stuck in traffic know how I'm feeling. But I think I need to do another fast. I think I need to do another fast because it just felt so good. Like, it really felt so good. And ain't nobody doing nothing for me on Facebook. Yup, I said it. Ain't nobody doing nothing for me on Facebook. Ain't nobody making no mountains move on Facebook. Ain't nobody get me no job on Facebook. People talking about they gonna work out with me. Ain't nobody work out with me yet from Facebook. So, like, that energy, that time that I'm giving to social media, oh, after them 30 days, I understand that I just gotta keep giving it to God. And everything ain't been perfect. I'm telling you, everything ain't been peaches and cream and ice cream. I still got a few bills that still ain't get paid. But let me tell you something. I got strength. I figured out how to maneuver. I made some things happen. I was able to step out on faith because I was giving all the glory to God. I was able to step out on faith because I was praying every day and asking God to make things happen for me. So I already knew that it was going to be taken care of. Y'all heard me? Did y'all hear what I said? I already knew that it was going to be taken care of. And then it just came to fruition. And I ain't got a care in the world. I ain't got a care in the world. And I understand that as long as I keep giving it all to God, everything that I need is going to come to fruition. That's just going to be it. That's just going to be it. So, you know, if y'all don't see me giving Facebook that energy, I'm alright. Reach out, call me, text me, whatever. But listen, I'm searching for a higher purpose. I'm trying to work on my soul salvation, okay? I'm just trying to do something better, and I want to be better, and I want the life that I lead to be a representation of everything that I can be. Hello? Did y'all hear me? And I know it ain't no way that I can do that without God. And all the strength that he gave me, I ain't worried about nothing. I need a song. I should have queued a song right here. But for me, I'm blessed. And if you ain't feeling blessed, even if you is feeling blessed, but if you ain't feeling blessed, you better go ahead and open that Bible. You better go ahead and take your 2 hours of prayer, 4 or 5 minutes, however long it needs to take. Your ride home from wherever you coming from. Talk to God. And I bet you will feel lighter. Cry. Listen, let me tell you. I had some ugly tears on day one. I had some ugly tears on day one. I had some crocodile tears on. I had some snot on day one. Let me tell you something. Listen, my uncle came to visit. I'm gonna tell y'all this quick story. My uncle came to visit. Now, if anybody that know my uncle, he like my daddy, but he my uncle. My uncle came to visit, and let's just say, so much went on while he was here to visit that he was worried leaving. He was worried about me. He was worried about, you know, my financial circumstance. He was worried about my spiritual circumstance. He was worried about me all the way around. So much so that he just was, you know, constantly like, are you okay? Should I go back? What you want me to do? Is everything all right? You need to come with me. You know, he was worried about me. And it's just because, you go through a time, I guess, a spout where you just kind of gray. You know, when you feeling stressed, you feeling gray, you feeling down, you go through something. And other people see it, and although you be trying to save face, although you be trying to look cute, although you be trying to pretend like you ain't going through nothing, other people see it. And when they see it and they ask you about it, sometimes that pisses you off more with them asking about it than, you know, just being left alone. But he saw that I was in the spout. He saw that I was in a situation. He saw that I was, you know, going through a lot, and he tried to be there as best as he could, but he was worried. And let me tell y'all something. I ain't worried about nothing. It took a lot for me to open that book, for me to ask God for forgiveness, because those things are my own wrongdoing. For me to give him his praise, for me to say thank you for everything that I've been through and everything I didn't go through, everything you put me through and everything you kept me from. Y'all ain't really hearing me though. Y'all ain't really hearing me. But I just gotta tell y'all my testimony, my story for the day, my whatever. because I pray that it helps somebody. And if you see me, just know that I'm forever grateful for everything that God has given me and has done for me. And sometimes I fall off the wagon. Shoot. Sometimes I will never claim to be holier than anybody, more righteous than anybody, living a life that God, desires for me 100% all the time, every single day. No. I ain't better than nobody. I ain't better than anybody. But what I do know for sure is that I'm forever grateful. And that it's only right for me to try to get over here, y'all. I'm coming from Morristown. If you in this area, 24 to 78, look, it's traffic everywhere. But what was I saying? Oh, it's only right for me to give him his praise. It's only right for me to do another fast. It's only right for me to turn a fast into a lifestyle. See, that's the objective for me. For me, because it was something that brought me back to Facebook. It was something that brought me back to, having a wine every now and again, or a drink, having a party and having drinks or whatever. It was something that brought me back to that, right? For whatever it is, I took a few cheat days, but I understand that fast was necessary. Number one. Number two, I understand that my life was better when I was fasting. Number three, I know that my actions while I was fasting needs to be my lifestyle. I need to continue to read my Bible. I need to continue to go to church. I need to continue to ask questions in Bible study. I need to continue to be like eyes wide open when it comes to different things like that. I need to continue to work on my attitude, and I need to continue to, give people the respect that I desire and be honest. And I need to continue to grow as a human being, as a Christian, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, publicly. Come on, any other leads I can add on there? I need to continue to grow. I need to continue to do better, and I need to continue to give God the praise to make sure that He's first in my life and the head of my life and household. And so I need to turn my fast into a lifestyle. And that's something that, by continuing a fast, by fasting again, I will be able to do. So, and it's some things that I haven't, necessarily done wrong, but I know that it took some attention off God. So I might post, status here and there, whatever the case may be. But I need to make sure that my head is in my Bible, way more than my head is than my fingers scrolling up my Facebook, my social media. I need to make sure that I'm asking questions to, to gain better understanding in church, the same way I'm asking questions to gain understanding on my job. Even more. I need to make sure that, the things that I'm doing on a daily basis, if I'm having a kickback from my friends just to hang out and play cards, and I need to be having a kickback for a Bible study group where we learning about scriptures and things in the Bible, and we sharing information and passing things across each other. So if it's things that I'm doing without God, then I need to be doing just as much and more with God. So I do understand that, and I need to turn my fast into a lifestyle. That's my whole point, because I just felt better. I was doing better. I was feeling better. My air was lighter. My breathing was better. Everything was just better. And it was still things that was going on wrong. It was still things that was going left. It was still things that was out of my control. It was still some things that was in my control that caught me on the wrong day. But things was just better. And so, that's just my testimony. That's just my testimony on my drive home from Morristown. And, let me know down below if you've ever been in a situation like that where you just felt like when you was giving God praise and glory, things just was better. or worse, because you know we need to uplift our sisters and brothers. We need to uplift our friends and things like that and stuff. So if you're going through something, a storm right now, and you just need somebody to, you know, remind you or pray for you or pray with you or anything like that, you know, just let me know down below. Because it ain't always peaches and cream, or it ain't always rainbows and unicorns. You know, sometimes stuff get hard, and maybe I was just meant to be having a good moment right there, and then on top of it I was giving God praise, so it felt like an even better moment. Maybe that might be true, but only time will tell. If I'm constantly fasting, I'm constantly giving God praise, we're going to see how I get through a even more difficult time, you know, when it ain't peaches and cream. How do I get through it with the fasting, you know, with making sure that God is the head of my house, you know? And so, you know, but I just want y'all to know that this ain't me, you know, claiming to be better than somebody, or, you know, somebody might go back and within them 30 days and come up with something I done said, you know, out of pocket, or that's just not nice. I'm sure I've sinned in them 30 days. I'm sure I repented in them 30 days. I'm sure I've, you know, looked for forgiveness, or had to go back and apologize for something within them 30 days that I, you know, spent fasting. But what I am saying is that I felt better. I felt like I was able to do better. I felt like I was able to think better. I felt like I was able to give. I felt like I was able, and not just be looking for something for somebody. I felt like, you know, my mind was clear. My heart was light. You know, I was able to forgive. I was able to let things go. I was able to just feel better finally off this highway. But you know, I was just able to let things go. I was able to just feel a little bit more stronger, do a little bit better. And I still got a long way to go and grow. I'm 26. I'm praying that I get a whole life ahead of me to be able to grow and get better. But I definitely know I ain't where I need to be. I know that I'm going in the right direction, just because, you know, with God all things are possible. But it ain't been easy. It ain't been easy. So thank y'all for listening to my story. It's my testimony. And I pray that anybody who hears it is, you know, able to take something from it, or able to, you know, help me in my journey and my fast, and we can all grow together. We can all get better together. In Jesus' name.